Samuel Colt patented in 1836 the Colt Paterson Revolver, which was the first commercial repeating firearm employing a revolving cylinder with multiple chambers. It was eventually widely produced in 1836 through 1842 from the Patton Arms Company in Paterson, New Jersey. You can kind of get where the weapon gets its name from. Most of the Colt firearms were then manufactured by the Colt Company in Hartford, Connecticut in 1855. Samuel Colt definitely became very wealthy from his new product, selling 2,800 of his original models. You may think it wouldn't have been that much, but Colt began to start his sales when the US was at a pretty peaceful time. The weapon itself was very big, with a barrel size of nearly 7.5 inches and a weight varying up to nearly 3 pounds. The revolver could mainly shoot 5 bullets at a time, with later versions possibly holding 6. The original reloading mechanics were very complex, but at the time, it was the first practical percussion revolver to be used. In fact, before, the main small firearm, or pistol of choice, was the flintlock, and well, it wasn't nearly as efficient as its new counterpart. The Colt originally shot balls of 28 caliber rounds, with later models being 36 cals. I say balls because the original Colt could only carry ball bullets up until Smith & Wesson Company, founded in 1852, passed cylindrical bullets as the new form of ammunition, which made future Colt revolvers use that kind of bullet. After many years, the new Colts received much simpler reloading mechanics, with a much easier to use reloading lever. The original had to be nearly disassembled to be reloaded. It is very hard to explain how to do such a thing, so I have provided a visual for that matter.
Disassemble a Patterson is basically unscrew the screw that holds a wedge in, and then you've got to tap the wedge out. And when you've done that, you can pull it out, and now you can take the barrel off of the cylinder. I'm going to put it on half cock, and I'm going to pull the cylinder off. Now,
this weapon was then eventually used for several American wars, such as the Seminole Wars, Texas Indian Wars, and Mexican-American War. Some were then used in the Civil War, but by then it was already getting replaced by its newer versions. It was very much a revolutionary weapon at the time. It was also underrated for how much more efficient it was than the flintlock. It did have odd designs, such as the trigger would pop out when you pull out the hammer, but it became very popular by the Civil War. Samuel Colt, the creator, died on January 10th, 1862, but died wealthy. His legacy then carried on by his company making more weapons and guns, becoming a well-known gun brand, making another very popular pistol, the Colt M1911.